Alon, Wasalon, you with the nasty pastor, and we're back this week with another read from out of Enoch, built the great pyramids of Giza. You know, I'm going to say this to you again. I apologize to you Kemites, definitely. Definitely I apologize to you. You Cushites, I apologize to you. The African culture as a whole, I apologize to you. But you see what's behind me. It's only right. You know, when I put this up, I put my back on it. I said, man, it feels good. It feels good. You feel what I'm saying? It feels good. Please, the souls of my ancestors, embody me. Please embody me. You get me? Embody me. Yes. Look, we're going to figure this. You get what I'm saying? We're going to figure this. And there's a place for Satan in our world. You feel what I'm saying? It's a place. There's a place. You cannot get rid of evil. You cannot get rid of good. There has to be an example. You understand me? It has to be an example. And you have to make the right choices. At one time, we was monkeys. We was controlled. We was drones. You feel what I'm saying? We was controlled. You get it? It made things too easy to get back to heaven. Too easy. The first soul to land here figured it and said, let me go and speak to my father. If you want to, be politically and stay in line with the scriptures, let me go and speak to my father. Look, this too easy for these monkeys to get back to heaven. I guarantee you put free will in the world and let me tempt them, get me? Let me tempt them, you're going to see that these monkeys will never obey you the same way a fraction of the angels in heaven disobeyed you. Come on now. Come on now. Sound like I was there, right? Cool. Let's get into this read. The intriguing theory that Enoch, also known as King Sarid, was responsible for building the Great Pyramid of Giza adds a new dimension to the discussion. Arabian historical accounts suggesting that the pyramids served as libraries and museums to protect biblical texts for future generations invite speculation about the true purpose of these ancient structures. Let's back that up. The intriguing theory that Enoch, also known as King Sarid, if I'm pronouncing it right. Let me say this to you once again. I've been explaining to you. I hope you are a viewer that has viewed all my comedic readings, or even viewed my I would say Christian Baptist readings. You feel what I'm saying? I hope you are, because I've been explaining to you. You know, Satan go by many names. Amun-Ra, Amun-Re, Atum. Satan go by the name Satan. Satan go by Lucifer. Satan go by devil. You understand me? And then in my readings, I proved to you that Satan moved around this world. You get what I'm saying? Moved around this world. If you go listen to the Rolling Stones song, what is it called? The one about the devil? Know My Name or something like that? What does it say? It says that Satan went to where it was peaceful. I think it was called Jonestown or something like that. It was so peaceful there, Satan had to go there and start some confusion. You understand me? Start some confusion. In other words, life was beautiful. Life was righteous. You get it? but now I got to go make some destruction. You get how evil work? You get if you take your life and you break it down into an individual, you get what I'm saying? An individual visualization, depiction of your life, you can figure out who is Satan in your life. Who is Satan minions? Because when you come around them and you talk to them and you open your life up to them, things start to chip away and destroy, right? There's a lot of confusion start coming in your life, right? Yeah, you shut the door on those. You love them. You get me? Because sometimes it's your family members. You love them, but you have to love them with a shield of armor. You get me? With a shield of armor, and never forget who they are. You're never going to change them. You get what I'm saying? But love them. Let's get back into this reading. The account of the great flood shared in both the book of Genesis and the book of Enoch differs in its interpretation. While Genesis presents God's decision to end the human race due to wickedness, Enoch's version emphasizes the protection of humanity from the Nephilim, the involvement of the archangel Uriel in warning. Noah adds another layer to the narrative, drawing up connections between Enochian texts and ancient Sumerian stories, particularly regarding the Watchers and the Anunnaki, suggests a cultural crossover between different ancient civilizations. The mention of Gilgamesh in the book of Enoch further intertwines these narratives. The intriguing theory that Enoch, also known as King Sari, was responsible for building the Great Pyramid of Giza adds a new dimension to the discussion. Arabian historical accounts suggesting that the pyramids served as libraries and museums to protect biblical texts for future generations invite speculation about the true purpose of these ancient structures. However, it's essential to note that the mainstream archaeological and historical consciousness attributes the construction of the pyramids to ancient Egyptian civilizations, particularly during the reign of pharaohs. The absence of hieroglyphs in the inner chamber of the pyramids, as mentioned, raised questions about their purpose and origin. See, they're looking, let me say this to you right now. I don't know if they're really saying that they have been in these, because I don't know no one that's been in them. I don't see nowhere in history it shows that these has been explored. So what pyramids are we talking right here? Come on now, what pyramids are we talking right here? Now, if they've been in these and they're saying that they don't see no hieroglyphs or anything like that, thank you. You haven't been to the chambers you need to be into, or this is supposed to be, how to say this, this is where the contribution that the Africans made in civilization, in history, is being covered up. You see what they did to Osiris, right? The Osiris throne room was flooded so that it would never, you get me, never be talked about. But as the archaeologists and the common man of curiosity, they're gonna look everywhere in Africa. They're going in the water, they're gonna dig, you get what I'm saying? They're gonna do it all to figure it. Let's get back into this reading. The narrative proposing Enoch as the builder of the Great Pyramid of Giza weaves together biblical, Ethiopian, and Arabian perspectives, drawing connections between ancient texts and civilizations. While this theory is not widely accepted, it sparks curiosity about the diverse interpretations of history and the mysteries surrounding ancient monuments. Continuing the exploration that Enoch, also known as King Sari, according to ancient Hebrew texts, was the mastermind behind the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Let's dwell deeper into the connections between Enochian traditions, ancient texts, and the enigmatic pyramids. Let's take a pause right here for a minute. You feel what I'm saying? Let's take a pause. This is 9:41. Let me see where I started at. Where I started at. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4. Okay, where we at? Okay, here we go. We're right here. I see where I'm at. I see where I'm at now. Let's look up King Sarid. You get what I'm saying? Let's look that up. Let's look that name up and see what we get. Who was King Sarid? Okay, this is the Arabic. You feel what I'm saying? Also known as Sarid, and more commonly known as Sarid, is a legendary king from medieval Coptic and Islamic lore who is said to have lived 300 years before the biblical flood. In legend, Sarid was often conflated with or identified as the biblical prophet Enoch, the Muslim prophet Idris, and Hermes Trismegistus. You get this now? You get this, but Islam was not even around. Get me? Islam was not even around during the Old Testament days. But when you read this in modern time, what it says? Well, come on now, you just read this, right? You really just read this. You better connect your dots and understand media. You understand? Understand media. Let your common sense play a part in your understanding. You get me? It's known when you look at the timeline of Catholic, Baptist, Christian, Kemetic, Islam. Where does Islam timeline start? After Christ. I rest my case. You can't believe everything you read. You get me? So process it with some common sense. There are going to be dots that connect things to your truth. Get me? There are going to be dots that connect the truth. There are going to be breadcrumbs. Sarid, aka Enoch, the real pyramid builder. Arab's writers named King Sarid as the one who, having learned of the coming flood in a dream, erected the pyramids as vaults. There we go. Hold up. Come on now. Why you do that to me? Well, anyway, it said believed to have been built as a tomb to house the remains of Pharaoh Khufu. Modern archaeologists maintain the structure was built around 2500 BC. Okay, so the Kemite culture was around before the Great Flood and all this stuff, right? And these pyramids was built to house the bodies of, you get what I'm saying? Well, nobody else around. So if you're telling me that our Pharaoh Khufu, people at the time, went into these pyramids, come on now, I'm going somewhere with you, went into these pyramids to survive the flood? Come on now. Come on. Does it make sense to you? Because if you build a structure just out of brick. Water can get through, right? Right? But I do understand that these pyramids was what we say today, laminated, and it should, it should be waterproof, right? Right? I say this to you. If our Pharaoh Khufu people was not of the unrighteous, come on now, the unrighteous, where's evidence? Where's the evidence? Because whom we pray to was cleansing the earth of unrighteousness, right? I mean, of the unrighteous, right? And whom we pray to felt that Noah was righteous, right? Right? Okay. So if this is what happened, and this is a doorway out of the pyramids when the flood is over, come on. Come on now, that means they defied the law of whom we pray to, right? Come on, let's go there. That means they defied the law of whom we pray to inflicted upon this rock of unrighteousness, right? So where's that in history? Because that's a remarkable person. That is a person that understood, if I do this and I do that, even whom I pray to can't even kill me. You understand what I'm saying? You get it. And see, that is an unrighteous way of thinking, because whom we pray to have dominion over all of this. All of it. All of it. See, that's how Satan thinks. That's how the devil thinks. You understand me? And the devil been showed you don't want nothing. Nothing at all. You have no dominion over me. I created you. And at a drop of a dime, I would take you off this earth. Get me? Off this earth. I've allowed you to be free to make a decision. What are you going to do? Look, I ain't going no more further into this reading. You know what I mean? This gonna probably take more than 10 weeks. You feel what I'm saying? It's probably gonna take more than 10 weeks. And I just say this to you again, if you don't use your common sense, you're gonna be somebody dumb. You understand me? You're gonna be somebody fall guy, somebody fall person, somebody stupido. You understand me? You get it? You've just heard what I read. You have just heard how I process this. You should have an understanding to always get you a second opinion, to always research until the same answer keep coming back to you. Because you can't change the truth. I don't give a coop if media is controlled by Satan. You can't change the truth. The truth lay in a lie. Yeah, it lays in a lie. Anyway, you with the nasty pastor. There's been another read from Enoch, built the great pyramids. Look, I love you in the mouth.